Hey guys, this is Jason here with League of Coins. This name might change. Is just kind of wanted to get something started, get a couple of videos out, kind of document what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, and rather than calling myself crypto something like every other person I've seen out there, I combined, of course, one of my favorite things, which is League of Legends. I don't know if you can tell because of the background, and then of course I'm going to talk about some coins, obviously. So a little bit about me. Uh, I have a pretty good job and a pretty decent income. I'd say it's probably above average and pretty simple, which leaves me with a lot of free time to mess with these other things. So I'm taking advantage of the fact I do have some money to blow, and if I lose a little bit here and there, it's not the worst thing in the world. And also want to take advantage of my time and the fact I do have time to do some research, etc. Um, and so initially, what got me started on this was I had just my regular gaming PC. I don't remember where I heard about it, but Nice Hash was the first thing I had heard about, and so I just downloaded it, installed it, and said, "Hey, my what was it? I had a RX 480 4 GB card in my gaming PC, and hit go, and hey, that earned me $3 a day and $100 a month, and fantastic. That's pumping out some free money. So I figured the quickest and the fastest way to learn about mining, which I wanted to get into at that point, was just to order stuff and build a rig. So that's what I did. I popped on, got on Amazon, got myself a mining rig frame. But with the graphics cards being limited to purchasing one or two at best, I knew that was going to be one of the more difficult parts. So for my job, I drive around quite a bit, and I decided to take advantage of the fact that I am traveling, and Craigslist, and actually get mostly used cards is what I did. So I was able to get some 580s. I got a couple, a couple 580s, 480s. Um, I think that's all I got. And I bought 7 of them from various people, or maybe 7, 8, 9, 10-ish or so. We can go through it. I'll kind of go through what my actual mining rig setup is a little bit later in the video. So put that together, and started popping in cards, and I had those, and I had ordered 2 1070s. Put that together, hit go with Nice Hash, and that was an easy extra $20 or so a day. That was on a 7 card rig. Learned a few things. Learned it's definitely more efficient to not mix brands of cards on a rig, I think, just because certain cards were better or worse at certain algorithms. So and since then, this was just literally, I think, about 3 weeks ago when I built my first one. A week and a half later, I ordered the stuff to build another one, which was going to be a 6 card rig. And this was before I realized about the not mixing cards thing. So right now, that 6 card rig currently is sitting with 3 RX 580s, and just yesterday I ordered an additional 3 RX 580s from Newegg, so that should be here in a few days. So pretty exciting to get that thing going. I'll probably make another video specifically talking about that, and then of course show them. So anyways, getting into that, of course, when you start doing your research about crypto, etc., you see people investing in these different groups, which I did. I'm sure I've lost more money than I've gained so far. So just kind of want to talk about that a little bit. My first loss was Nice Hash. That, of course, was just whatever. That's what I used initially, and it was whatever money I had in my wallet. So pretty insignificant, like, 30, $40. And it was amazing seeing the amount of people complaining about losing $30, $40. And it's like, dude, your rig, I mean, your card alone costs 10 times that. So insignificant. I believe 100% that they were hacked. I don't think there's any reason for them to, I don't think, that the intentions are anything but positive from here on out. I think what they're saying is true. I hope so. I think it's really easy. It was a really easy introduction for me to get started, and I think it's for other people as well. So when it comes back, I intend on at least trying it. Now that I've started to use some other software, I may go another direction, but maybe just depending on how it works out as compared to the other things I may or may not use in the future. Second thing, okay, so yeah, this is just their Twitter feed. I like that they're actually keeping everything updated. That's pretty awesome of them. So my first, actually, this guy. So Hexbot was the first place. I lost money. I literally, let's see. I think I put $360 into it. I think I had two separate $180 deposits. Something along those lines. Anyways, and then it was 2 days later, that's when it shut down. The guy who runs it, Peter Shepard, or at least that's what he uses as a name, claims that there's a DAT file that is corrupt, but he's just one guy, and so like everything is there in order to get everything back online, repay people, etc. But he's just one guy that has to go through these millions of transactions, and it's not very realistic. We'll see. Let's see, Hexabot. Hadn't read this yet, but anyways, if it comes back, great. If not, oh well. Didn't put a whole lot into there. And then Chain Group. So Chain Group, I was very fortunate. This is something a lot of people were looking at, right? And so I was in the process of trying to convert some U.S. currency into BTC so I could invest some additional monies. Fortunately, this was just a few days ago. I had reached my limit on Coinbase as to how much I could convert. So this was it. $154 I invested, and I just decided, hey, I'll split it among the different investment opportunities here, and just so I could see how it's going. I really wanted to invest more. If I hadn't been limited on the amount of transactions that I could have done through Coinbase, this probably would have been $3,000 or something. Goodbye. So obviously Chain Group gone. So that's another $150. So all in all so far, goodbye $500. This is now really questionable. Hashflare. They said that the basically sounds like the system's backed up, and that they are not going to allow withdrawals until Monday, which for me is tomorrow. So we'll see. Hopefully, I still am not even allowed to withdraw anyways because I made some credit card transactions. So they say, I think there's a 14-day hold. This is obviously my last transaction, which was 14th. So we'll have basically until the end of the year. And my plan was, I was just going to reinvest this all until January 1st anyways. It puts my repay time. I have an embarrassing amount of money in here, about $10,000. So hopefully this does not turn out to be a scam. But my payback, my return on investment was the same whether or not I started taking out immediately or if I reinvested for about 30 days. It still was like day number 100. Where I did get the where I was like hitting 9,000. Actually, 9,000 is my investment. So I hit that about the same time. So I decided I'll suck it up. I'll end up with more tera hashes. I have almost 64 now. So we'll see tomorrow. Hopefully it's good news, not bad news. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, that's the FAQ. So then we have Bitcoin. I'm not a robot, I swear. So this guy, yeah, I think I only had one investment in Chain Group. Bitcoin though, we have, if it'll work. Bitcoin's pretty slow once in a while. All right. So this I have popped $1,000 into, which of course that's my active, and I've made 85 bucks. Yeah. So I do planning on reinvesting this. So my thought is, yeah, I can pull it out and recoup the $1,000. And that $1,000 isn't going to change a whole lot for me. Like it sucks to lose, but the point of some of these are to actually, in my mind, to make a difference. So I'll probably reinvest for a while, build up that base before I start withdrawing. I don't have an exact plan yet on it. I guess we'll just see where it goes. And then what I am doing that I know is a sure thing is I am mining. So I have 2 mining rigs, like I said. I have one that has 7 cards on it, and the other one had 5 but now has 3. So I actually have just 10 RX 470s, 480s, 580s, and a couple 470s. So I'm now using Awesome Miner and Mining Pool Hub, so it's similar to what NiceHash did, and it'll mine the most profitable coin, and then it'll actually go out to, I believe, Bittrex and exchange that coin for Bitcoin. So currently this has just been about a week. Let's see what that guy's worth. So about a week, 160 bucks. Cool. One of my mining rigs definitely does not operating 100% uptime. It keeps popping a circuit, so that's why I pulled 2 cards out. It was 5, now it's 3. So I'm dealing with that right now. I have to move it down into a garage where I have some 240 installed. And then just to show you my mining rig, so this is, I mean, not to actually show you, but I have just remote viewer set up. Whoops. So this is, let's see, this is my small one. This is just 3 coins, or 3 cards. So right now we are doing, yeah, pretty decent. So 24 mega hash each, dual mining. So $8 a day. We'll take it. That's about, yeah, 260. I think right now this thing's probably using about $30 a month in juice. So as long as it ends up $200 a month, awesome. We are 20. No, this guy we're only 16. Actually, we're only $1,600 into this rig right now. I'm about to put another $1,000 into it with the 3 cards. So this will be paid off in about 6 months. And let's take a look at my other one. And this guy is the one that has the 7 cards. So yeah, 1920. This one I had an electrician put in some 240, and we checked the actual draw on it, which came out to about 60. I think it was $62 per month. So this should net out about $500 a month, or it's sitting right now. Yeah, so this we can see we have some various cards in there. 580s. I bought these two 570s. So I bought two 570s actually off a Newegg. They were like $200 a pop to 220. See 480, that one I believe I actually rated from my gaming computer. Then I have a few 580s, and those I believe I all got second hand. Yeah, so one, and I only paid 220 a piece for them, so not bad. We figured, I just recalculated the total of this, and this cost me almost exactly $2,500 to build. So this will be a 5-month ROI as it stands right now. So yeah, so that's kind of my starting point. I think I want to do, let's see, I actually had some notes for myself. This just kind of wanted to do a starting point video, and what my goals of the channel are. First and foremost is just kind of document what I do. I want to play with some of the HYIPs, whether or not I think they are a scam. I want to find them early. Probably put $100 worth of Bitcoin on them and just see what happens. Fully expecting to lose my money. I've lost $100 on way stupider things in my life, so not a big deal. But just so I can kind of document the different ones, and we can see when they stop paying. And I believe if you do get in early and you just take your money right back on a lot of them, you'll get it back, or most of it. But I don't know, just playing with money, fun. Most of those are really truly out of greed. They're not out of need. Most people aren't doing this because they have to. They're just doing it because they want more. I think a lot of the programs like Chain Group, there was definitely enough time for somebody to get their money out of, but people got greedy and just compounded because that's all they wanted. They just wanted that, get that Ferrari with investing for $100. Not gonna happen. I want to do giveaways, so when they're as I go along, maybe get a couple viewers, maybe get a couple subscribers. If anybody else is doing these HYIPs, I just want to do some giveaways like on a daily basis. I'm planning on kind of doing a daily update as I can, as I get used to this. This is my very first video I have made ever in my life, so I probably will get some better equipment than what I have. I'm recording off of, well, obviously OBS and a headset that I think I got for $13 on Amazon, so hopefully it doesn't sound too horrid. Eventually maybe get a decent mic or something, maybe a webcam. And yeah, so if you've made it this far, awesome, really appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys, there's a couple things actually I was going to ask for. One, if you have like a better name for my channel, suggestions would be awesome, definitely taken into account. And wondering, as far as editing, what kind of software people use for this, because obviously this is just going to be a one-take video, so hopefully it turns out all right. I'll post it, see what happens, but eventually I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of editing here and there, so I don't have to just do it all in one take, but that's what it is. All right, you guys, have a great day. You take care.